I wanted to tell you about my companion. The companion has been with me since my teenagers. I had some problems, and my family physician told me that, I should have this companion in my life, and my most of my problems will be solved. And I had that companion, and I just kept with me all the time. I kept on working with him all the time. And in between, I got too busy. So I didn't have much time to spend with him. And then immediately I started seeing problems in my life. Immediately I jumped back and I started associating with that companion again. And my life changed again for better. So today I have a guest who is going to elaborate about that companion which helped me improve my life. Now, she has her own experience and she went one step ahead. She went one step ahead. She said, okay, if this particular companion is helping me, why shouldn't it help many more people? So that means it will better everyone else's life, and even she will feel better because she is helping other people. So let me invite Margarita and let her talk about her story. Let her talk about her passion. So here is Margarita. So, Margarita, will you please tell us what are you working on? Means, what are we going to talk about today?
Hello, everybody, and I'm so glad to be here. Hi. Yeah, so we will talk about our connection. Our connection, first of all, for ourselves. Since I was a little girl, I gave too much power to the environment. I couldn't resist myself. And once I grew up and I found this companion, I took back my power back to myself, and I light up, and I feel powerful, I be powerful, I do powerful things. And this companion called meditation. If we do meditation daily, it's like we are plugging in, we have this connection, we want to continue and to grow. And I was from computer science all my life. And since I started doing yoga and meditation, it's expressed so much in my life, in my relationships, in my career, in the way I speak, in the way I think, in the way I organize my week, my day. Everything changed for the best. And so I do want to talk about this today.
But people are so busy. Where do they find time? Because it looks like quite time consuming. Me and see, means people go to gym, they lift weights, and then they do cardio. You can immediately see that okay, I'm building muscle, I'm sweating, so I'm losing weight. Where do you see that in yoga and meditation? That immediate, tangible results. What is your opinion about that, or what do you want to say about that? What is your experience about that?
So first of all, I would introduce myself as a yoga instructor as well, and I teach yoga, and I certified 500 registered yoga teacher, and also meditator, and I also teach meditations. And I do want to say that yoga, it's not an exercise. It is something powerful as a union, the union between you and you. Once you're connected to yourself, you can do so much. And to find time for this, what more than that? You need to find time to be powerful. If you know that you have tool, first you need to believe that this tool actually works. And I tested it on myself, on my clients, on a lot of people, and I also follow people that actually have this perspective, and I see that this tool is actually works. If I plan my day without doing meditation, without doing yoga, you don't have to do yoga. Not everybody love yoga or actually can do it or can actually stop in their day and to say, I do yoga. They want to do something more active because this is how we trained. Once I started doing yoga, I noticed that it's okay to stop. It's okay to pause. It's okay just to be and just to listen to yourself. And then when I plan my day, and if I do, let's say, meditation, let's take this tool as meditation. If I don't do meditation in the morning or during my day looks totally different than if I did it. The plan of the day, how you're planning your day, what you do, what inspirations do you have, everything related to this meditation, if I did it or not. Now, if I know that this tool works, why wouldn't I take time to do it? So you will find the time once you know it works.
So
Test it
what
on
kind of
yourself.
tangible results do you see? What kind of results do you see?
What kind of what? Sorry.
Results.
It's a lot of results. Actually, you said something funny about exercising, and I want to add for this. So if people do a lot of diets. They don't eat that, and they don't want that, and they think I'm going to be fat, and they too involved in how they look and what they do and what they eat. But also meditation is so powerful, and what I noticed, meditation is something that fills you with so pure energy that something outside of you, it's not important anymore. So even the food that you eat, you will be so picky about this food. You will want to maybe to respect your body even more and to give more healthy food to your body, because the energy is so pure. You don't want to spoil it. You want to fill it with more beautiful things, and you don't seek for something lack. It's not something, you don't feel the lack within you as well, and you don't need to fill this void with food. That's also something that meditation do.
Absolutely, because you are totally satisfied from inside, so you don't want these outside pleasures, basically, just because many times eating is more like it is not real eating, it is more like emotional eating. But if you are emotionally really fulfilled, then you may not even go and look comfort over there. And actually, it's my even personal experience. If you are meditating, you really don't need 8 hours of sleep. Means I read actually before starting meditation that just 4 hours of sleep is enough. People who do meditation, and I didn't believe. But in my case, when I started doing it, I really experienced, and I said, "Oh my goodness, it is really amazing!" And you you get really proper rest. It is really means basically it's really means you feel energy. Means many times, sometimes people sleep like 8-10 hours and still they are really tired. And if you are meditating, if you sleep only 4 hours, still you feel a lot of energy. And I think that itself is a good reason for someone to do the meditation. So how did you get into your means basically this field? Because you mentioned that you are a computer engineer, and computer engineer is a totally different spectrum from yoga. So how did you change your career? What triggered you?
So I felt I really loved my job in computers, and I did IT integration, QA, web development, which I still do web development. And it also helps me, actually, web development, because I see a lot of transformations within people and they want to build their website. So I also have this something that I can suggest to them. But what happened to me, it's you're always trying to search for a meaning in your life. Who am I? What am I? What do I do? And usually, like I'm from Jewish tradition, and I usually age 40, it's the age of wisdom. And I never thought about it. And I'm 41 right now.
Oh wow,
So
you look good. You don't look like 41. Yeah.
I don't think that 41 is too old, but okay, thank you. And I do think that maybe people start questioning themselves around 35 and up, because usually people set with the career, with the children, with the husband or wife, or each of people choose whatever they want in their life, and then they start questioning, who am I, why, what am I doing here, and what do I do, and you start searching for a meaning. And if you don't find a meaning in your career, this is what happened to me. I tried to search for a job and I couldn't stop resist it. And I said, why do I resist it so much? What? I love it so much. I love this technical side. Why do I resist it? And they said, I can be so much more. I want to bring meaning into the life. I want to serve. I want to be something. I can coach people. I can show them beyond the fears to push them to success. So I became also success coach. This is one of the things I also incorporate in my courses and the coaching sessions. And this is the calling, which is, I think it's higher than us. I think it's very higher. And so you cannot resist it once it comes. If you resist it, it will usually, what I see, develops in diseases. And you don't want to resist yourself, because you, from the inside, know better. No environment can tell you anything. And this is one of the things that I help people to overcome fears, because I was so fearful of judgment. I thought, oh, what people will think all my life in computer, and now who am I? A coach? So now I'm in a totally different place, and I know the power of this. So once you see beyond your fears, you see the power of how you bring in so much meaning to others. It's worth everything. Yeah.
So that is what drives you, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is my why.
So, do you think the happiness is tied up with yoga and meditation? Is there any correlation? Because everyone is on this earth looking for happiness, whatever action they are taking. It is ultimate goal is to have happiness. Means that everybody's definition is different, but still everyone is looking for happiness. So, do you think this will bring more happiness into people's life?
It takes one step at a time, because first time I did meditation, which was, I think, 4 years ago only. Before that, I didn't know about this tool, but for me, it changed a lot. At the beginning, for me, it was a little bit scary, because you're always driven to go forward and to move, and then you need to stop and to listen to emptiness. Oh my God, it was so hard to me, and involved with so many fears which start flowing, but they flew away once you connect yourself to the light. And that's what I want also to emphasize. When you do meditation, the most important part is connect to the emotion, because just sitting quiet and closing the eyes, it can help you just to be, but it won't help you to be truly connected. And once you bring the emotion, it fill your heart center with love, then you're already happy. And then you create the happy day, and then you create the happy life. And it's like one step follow the others. You will create everything that you want. And also, it's not like, sometimes I hear people saying, oh, people who meditating all the time, they live in La La Land. And I want to answer this, actually, because it's not like La La Land. It's pure connection, being practical and moving, and just acknowledge this connection, because everything is connected. And we need to see beyond our limitations in our brain, how everything is connected. And then we're being kind. We create everything. So emotion is something that creates first, and then we can see physical evidence of that. And we also, when we meet something not so positive, we can easily overcome it because we know the truth, the connection between everything.
So how was the transition for you from computer science to yoga? Was it really smooth? What was your real fear? What was your biggest fear when you were transitioning?
The fear of the unknown, uncertainty, this was probably the biggest fear, because in computer, you usually see the immediate money, paycheck. And when you start doing freelance or coaching sessions or something like that, you won't see it developing so smoothly like you thought. And I also didn't understand. I said, why all people become coaches? What's happening? I never understood that. And once I connected truly to myself, I understood the hidden meaning behind this. It's to serve, to give, and to give. And this is what we are here to give to each other, to support each other. And I truly believe that if each and one of us will become successful, the world will look so much differently. And so it wasn't smooth for me. It was, I won't say even one day, it was years of struggle. But those years of struggle, I never gave up. And I was so close to give up. Each step, it was, do I need this? I need to give up. No, remember the why. Remember, what do you want to give to others? And once you remember, also when I speak in front of audience, and I lost in what I want to say, I remember that I want to serve. And once I remember I want to give, so I am not an issue anymore. I'm moving aside, and then I want to give, and it's flowing.
Yeah, that's
So,
absolutely right, because people have fear of public speaking because they are always self-conscious. But if you have the eye of just a giver, then basically you will think, how can you serve the person or audience in front of you? And the fear of public speaking is gone, because fear of public speaking is even higher than fear of death. And that is really surprising to me, but means people are scared. And yeah, I totally understand your feeling. So tell me about your course. You have a course. So how can people take your course, and how can they enroll? How can it benefit them? Just give us some more idea about your course.
of course, so I have a few things that I actually do. I do offer a lot of free stuff. Usually it's on my website, successyogacenter.com, which is also Success Yoga. It's one of the types of yoga that I invented lately.
Woohoo!
And yeah, it's an amazing tool. It's actually the tool of envisioning your future and practicing yoga as you do. It's really powerful, and I see results, and I see people that actually believe that they can achieve something once they surrendered into the act of moving. And I'm speaking to them as they move, and they actually seeing themselves, and most importantly, feeling themselves achieving what they want. And one of the courses that I suggest is a balance, it's life balance technique, which is course of 8 sessions. And each session, it's we're going through the centers of our body, starting with the first center, and I actually explain everything in my free webinar, which always running, and I have a free different dates, and you can follow on my website, successyogacenter.com, which I update all the time. And so in this free webinar, I actually explain what are the centers of our body, why are they important, and how they connect to our emotions, and how we balance them. What happens if they're not balanced? Let's say the center of the throat, then you lose speech, and then you have sore throat, and then there is a lot of physical evidence of if something imbalanced in our energy body.
So
And
the centers means you mean chakras, right?
it's
Chakras.
chakra. It's the same as chakra. But I do use the one above the head as the whole body, and not like seventh chakra, as you know from yoga. And it's in eighth class, it's actually the whole body, where we balance the whole body, including the posture, including how to stand, how to sit. So it's also physical, but it's also mental, and it's also emotional. So in this course, I actually bring and it's not expensive. It's for the whole course. I only charge $100.
Ooh.
That's not. It's really, really cheap, and there's a lot of very good tools, which I see. One of the responses which I got, which is most powerful: you saved my life with this course. For me, if this is not driven me to go forward and move forward, so I don't know what. And I also suggest yoga classes and one-on-one sessions in Zoom all over the world. It's a success coaching where I incorporate a lot of tools from hypnotherapy, from success tools, from even building your future business. If you want, you will build a plan, but with the connection to yourself, with the connection overcoming your fears, overcoming this, like you said, public speaking. It's number one fear. Actually, it's a little bit changed since COVID, and I also interview a lot of psychologists, and this number one fear, it's always been public speaking. But since COVID, it's actually a little bit changed. Now people are afraid to be alone. So this is also something that we're considering when I do this course. It's meditation. I want to say, when you do meditation, you are never alone. You have yourself, and then people attracted to you. People want to be around this energy, and you see animals coming to you. This is one of the evidence.
So you also mentioned Reiki. So you do Reiki. So you incorporate everything: hypnotherapy, yoga, Reiki, meditation. So people get benefit of every modality, right?
Yes, there's a lot of tools, and the Reiki is one of them. It's, for me, I do also healing, but for me, it's very important. I want to give power to people. And once people receive this positive power, this strength, seen beyond their limitations, they don't need anyone else. And I do want to create support. So I have a group where I actually do also podcasts, and I give a lot of free stuff on Facebook, Success Yoga, and the Margarita Way to Success. It's also my podcast, which I use. And because of my name is Margarita, and you know the play with the words. And so I do incorporate a lot of tools in my sessions, but it's very individual. I have a template which I use, but it's very individual, because some of the people they just want to feel good, and some of the people, they maybe consider to change something because they're not satisfied with the career, and I'm helping them to do it smoothly because I did it, and I know how it is, and I know exactly what are the fears. And I also, because I'm coming from the technical world, I can lead them what to do next, what is your next step, and I organize it as they can see their life in 5 years, exactly how it will look like. So it's Reiki. Sometimes people need it in order also to balance themselves. This is one of the tools that I use. Yeah.
So do people need to be spiritual to do yoga? Because yoga is always associated with spirituality. I won't say associated with religion, but it is associated with spirituality. So do they need to be spiritual to do yoga, or means who should do yoga?
Yoga, I think everybody can benefit from yoga, but not everybody can do or will do yoga probably. You don't have to be spiritual to do meditation or to do yoga. And I even will explain again from Jewish perspective. So there is religions around the world. Judaism is one of them, which I have very high respect. And I'm coming from this traditional family. And I also hold a lot of traditions in my family and respect them. All the holidays, everything. But people ask me, so we have Kabbalah in Judaism. So how did you get to the spiritual world through meditations and through yoga? And I said, I won't say about Judaism, but usually what religions people, not people, what religions do, they separate, and yoga
Unites.
And this is what I see. This is why I love it. And even though I know Judaism never separates anything, but religions usually they have all their perspective, and others who don't believe in this way won't join to this perspective, even though it's pure perspective. And Judaism actually it's very positive, and Kabbalah it's the same as everything, spirituality, meditations, it's everything related. But I found something that actually I feel united instead of separated. If I want, what I mean, and it's like it doesn't matter what religion. All the religions eventually they will say, this is my group. If you believe, you can join. If no, you're not. Yoga, it's not like that. And meditations, it's of course not like that. And you don't have to be spiritual. You just need to want enough to create beautiful life. And once you want it enough, I will tell you, you have this tool and this tool and this tool, and you get to choose which one is better for you. You don't have to go specifically with yoga, and yoga also has a lot of types. So you can also choose there.
Yeah, various religions are just different pathways to go to the same destination. Yeah, means basically you don't have to have one particular set rule, because as far as you are connecting with yourself, you can reach your destination. So we are almost actually at the end of our podcast, but do you want to tell something to the audience? Do you want to summarize and you want to give any particular message? Means please feel free to.
I want to say that people are free to connect with me, and I will be happy to help in any way that I can, to guide, and I want to show people actually, because I know that people sometimes afraid to do the first step. They listen to podcasts, they listen to all kind of teachers, all kind of guidance, but they're afraid to step and to say, okay, here I am. Maybe I want to do something. So I want to dare everybody to try, because you deserve to live the life of your dreams. We live only once. We want to live the full life potential, and dare to try. If you need a little bit more courage, you can message me in Messenger, in Instagram. I also can give my email, and you can also connect with me through my email, and I will be happy to help in any way I can. And also my first session of coaching is free, completely free. If anyone wants to connect and to schedule a free session, I'm here. If you want to continue, it's up to you, but I want you to see that you are fearless. You are fearless. And I heard yesterday, actually, I want to finish with this. The one thing that we need to fear is the fear itself. Right? We know the sentence, and it's amazing. Just a reminder for all of us.
Actually, I told you we'll finish, but I have one burning question which I really want to ask. Because, I also create courses, and I create courses mainly in the technical field for the solopreneurs. But I came across with lots of other course creators, and their price point is really, really high. So why your course is so inexpensive, and how do you manage to get your livelihood just by charging so less? So just wanted to know what is your frame of mind, why you charge so less for your course?
Yeah, so I will tell you why. Because people usually think about the price and then they say, I won't do it because the price is so high. So I already reduced it so they don't have excuses. This is why. And it's also opportunity for more and more people to experience this beautiful transformation. I saw life changed during this course, and I give tools there which actually changed my life. I bring everything that I was teaching in my yoga studies, in meditations, and everything. I bring it together, but it's also NLP world. It's also training your mindset to be fearless. And it's amazing tools, and I want more people to join there. This is exactly why at the beginning of January I'm starting this course, and after that I will sell only the recordings, and people can benefit anytime they want to join, to see, to practice, and I will follow with them through the emails to see if they actually follow the steps, because for me it's important to consistency. It's one of the keys.
Yeah, I totally, totally agree with you, and such a blessing to have you on our podcast. And so I hope means more and more people take advantage of your offer, and especially means what is harm? They can just try the free session, and then they can see whether they want to proceed or not. But personally, it transformed my life. So means I can totally vouch for it. I am means basically it's a walking, talking testimonial for yoga. That is what has been part of my life since my teenagers, and I cannot stop promoting it. And I really appreciate the path you have chosen. It is really means I wish you all the best, but it is the best for you. And means basically it will be serving in every area, because you are becoming better and better in every way, every day, and you are helping others to achieve the same. And that's the best thing anyone can do for their life. We totally appreciate you being on podcast. We totally appreciate the work which you are doing, and we wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank
Really
you so
appreciate.
much. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.